I wish I was as brave as Sam. Hi, guys! We're live!
We're live.
It was like 3 seconds too late. Damn it.
That's hot.
Comma.
Wah, wah. And Sam has a problem with hot.
Yeah.
I'm just jealous of all hot people.
Okay, more for me. Especially if they have sockets.
Devin's like, what the hell did I sign up for?
I have no words.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Ooh, you touch my
Soak it in now while you can.
That's what she said.
My ding ding dong.
What?
Matt, this is a family show.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were just talking about
Is it really though?
No, it's not. It's really not.
I don't think it's ever been a family show. We just keep
No.
telling ourselves that.
Corn dogging.
We try to stay family friendly for like a total of 5 minutes to give you enough time to get all the children
We
and
lull
elderly
you.
people out of the room.
Into a false sense of security.
So we're about to get the shit beat out of us.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Maybe they're here to talk.
Anything will be better than last game. It's fine.
Maybe they're here to eat our pumpkins.
Let me get my dice.
That's right, they're pumpkin eaters. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
They're smashing pumpkins.
So I made this comment to Britt. We were talking about how like you were drinking kind of at the tavern. And I was like, she would literally be like a jello shot to these giants. She's small and full of alcohol.
Oh, that's an awesome idea.
That's funny. Let's not make
not
me a
gonna-
jello
I'm not
shot,
trying
though,
to-
Devin.
I'm just saying. Like,
Thanks,
if we
Shan.
had to compare it to something.
Ow.
That's an awesome idea, Shan.
Oh no!
No!
Are you okay?
It's so funny. As soon as
Just
Shan's
chipping my
tall, she
Huh?
just starts yelling about, huh?
That was me?
Eh?
Yeah.
What'd you say? I missed the first half.
You were all
Talking shit, I
like,
gotta hear it.
you were all in the last game, all anti people talking bad about halflings. And now you're like tall, and so
Yeah,
you're
but now
like,
I'm a
"Hey,
tall
you're a
person."
Jello shot."
I'm just playing the character, man.
Yeah, this is Ursa talking now, not Tyrone.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right. So,
I understand completely.
Learning.
Again.
Learning.
all right. So last time we saw all of you people, you were kind of exploring Brimcham
Mhm.
after rescuing, about a dozen or so townspeople from the Dimhaven forest. Lots of antics ensued. When last we left you guys, Honey Badger was on his way to the apothecary. I believe Ursa was on her way to the tavern, and Aisling and Jackie were on their way to basically the town master, the viceroy, Colina, and unfortunately they didn't make it because the eastern wall of Brimcham, which borders it with the Dimhaven, was blown open. Stakes flying everywhere, people yelling, screaming, running around, and 2 large creatures walked into the town. So, at this point, I want Ursa. What are you? You're on your way to the tavern, and you hear this loud crash from across town.
Hearing the crash and knowing my friends who just head that way, I think Ursa's also gonna head that way. She's gonna run.
Sure. And Honey Badger,
Do I hear this?
you definitely hear this.
It's
It's faint because you're on the furthest away, but from the other side of town.
Oh, it's on the other side of town?
Yeah.
I'll just go to the apothecary.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Brutal. But your love is in danger.
Yeah.
But do I know that?
You can feel it in your gut.
Okay, since everyone's making me feel bad.
No, it's up to him if
I
Honey Badger
say-
wants.
As if I'm DM.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll run over there and see what's what.
You don't have to. It's
The apothecary ain't going nowhere. Unless he dies.
He is very old.
all right. So then, with that established, Aisling and Jackie, what are you going to do? You're inside the town hall or the town master's area, right around here, and you literally see these guys entering the town. People are running to and fro, screaming, trying to get out of the way. There is a couple of guards that emerge from the newly constructed jailhouse, and they're on their way to engage them with spears and swords.
She is going to turn to Aisling and just... Those look dangerous.
I agree. I think we should take
Go
a
back.
moment. We're not. Do you want to go after them now, or do you want to wait a moment and
I don't-
see what's going to unfold here?
Last time we were in charge of guards, it didn't end well for
It
the
did
guard.
not. No.
So I think we should go that way and find our friends.
I agree.
Yeah.
Power in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And we don't need 3 stickies on our hands.
We really don't.
Mm-mm.
We have enough blood.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
I'm
gonna
a
let the
thief, not a
guys.
murderer.
So you're gonna let them fight it themselves?
No,
But we're going to come and get you guys.
Yeah.
And then we'll go kick their ass.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go get help as you're being chomped on. All right, cool.
No, we're swift of foot.
Jackie's just gonna. Honey, Arso, we need help!
Do I hear
Um,
them?
The two of you, I need you to give me initiative to see where you fall in this.
Sorry, headphone users. Okay. That is 18 plus 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay.
9.
What's your dex? Okay. Let's see what happens. The other one. Okay. Yeah, so you guys can essentially get away without being targeted, I guess, by these creatures. But before you Jackie turns to leave and rush towards where your friends are. Aisling, you're a bit slower on the draw. You actually do get a glimpse, basically because they rolled higher initiative than you, but not
Aw, man.
her. There's a total of probably about 6 guards now that are rushing out to engage in them. Kalina included among them. And what you see before turning around and going after your friends is both of the giants simultaneously just reaching for someone in front of them, gripping a guard and pulling them up to their mouth and taking a chomp out of them.
Oh no, you just
The
did.
guards just
She is gonna
limp.
be a jello shot.
Well, Aisling hurls her ale first.
And yeah, they're still again in a skirmish, but yeah, the
Can I
two
cast-
guards are just
Do I have time to cast a spell?
not before this happens because they acted first, but after this happens, you can do as you please.
Okay.
So it's your turn. You can take your action out. You can follow Jackie towards the others, or you can do anything else.
I want to cast invisibility. on myself.
Okay. You are invisible.
Okay. Just, pay for some time.
Okay. And then now what? Are you just going to run?
Yeah, I'm going to follow Jackie. I don't want to ditch her.
All right. So Ursa is going to run down from the tavern towards here. Honey Badger, I'm assuming, by the apothecary. So you guys are going to meet basically around the town square, where the market was, the bazaar. So yeah, Ursa and Honey Badger, you guys arrive there basically at the same time, and you see Aisling and actually no, you see Jackie just running straight up towards the bazaar, and then you guys all meet together.
Would she be able?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Would she be able to fire an arrow from this distance? Because she has a crossbow.
No, you're in the middle of town now. You sprinted.
Okay.
Ursa's gonna see Jackie approaching, and she's gonna be like, "What is going on? Have you lost the small person?"
I was gonna say, Jackie, you now notice that Aisling is nowhere near you.
Oh no! I came to get you guys. I thought she was behind me, and now she's not here.
At this point, I'm going to assuming I'm like close behind Jackie.
She's faster than you, so you are a little bit behind, but you're up enough now to hear her say this. You're basically standing behind her.
So I'm going to be panting because I'm like panicked and horribly I can't breathe. So I'm going to be like, I'm here. I'm just like, you guys can't see him. I cast invisibility. I'm going to try and give us an edge if we have to fight these things.
Can she just pat her on the head if she hears like where the breathing is coming from?
Oh my goodness.
You can try. Yep.
Okay.
It's up to Aisling if she's there. You see her put her hand out there trying to pat you on the head.
I'm gonna whisper your other side.
Okay, there. I just wanted to make sure. Above the waist.
I'm gonna stop that now. Well, yeah, you guys met up in the town square. There's a shit ton of commotion. Everybody.
Ursa's like, "What are you talking about? A fight? What are we doing?"
There's the guards. They ran at these things. They were smashing pumpkins, and now they're eating people.
Why are you here? Let's go.
You said something was sticky last time.
Ursa's just gonna take off. Like, she's not even gonna listen. She's just taking off.
All right. Honey?
Is there a way I could get there before her?
What's your speeds?
30.
We're
running in tandem.
At the most you'd be like running next to her. Unless you tell her to slow down.
Are we gonna try to talk to him?
The pumpkin eaters?
Pumpkin giants?
Yeah.
Do we see them yet, Devin? Do we know what they are? Because I just kind of like took off.
Well, it depends on you guys are on your way there now. It's what is Aisling and Jackie doing?
I'm just gonna whisper to Jackie and be like, well, if you can't beat him, might as well join him.
Yeah, let's go help those guards. Which is what we probably should have been doing, but I panicked.
It's understandable. I mean, they're big.
I had more flashbacks from the Onis.
So yeah, so you guys sprint towards the commotion. And again, you see guards like trying to take a swing at them and dive out of the way before they can be grabbed and chomped on. There is probably another 2 bodies besides the ones you saw Aisling already. So there's 4 bodies on the ground right now that have like teeth, like bites, chomp right out of their torsos. Ursa, amongst the fray, right up front with one of the giants, you see Crement standing there, actually.
Oh no, Crement!
He doesn't have a weapon. He's literally just like taunting the creature to try and keep its attention.
What a brave man. Ursa's gonna charge forward and like try to run in and attack one of them, to attack the same one that he's taunting, to try and like help it from or stop it from killing them.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
If she's within range, Jackie is going to cast Firebolt. Actually, yeah, Firebolt.
Okay. And Matt, Honey Badger?
Yeah. I'm
What you doing?
just running up the rear.
Okay. And Aisling, you doing anything?
I'm gonna try and run up to Matt and suggest that since he's one of the larger people of our team, maybe he should try to say something. Maybe they can be reasoned with. See if he agrees with me.
Do they speak the same language as Shan?
As Shan?
I see
Shan?
giant.
The languages they know is giant. So they are speaking and yelling things, but even with you, Shan, you recognize the words they're using, but it's all gibberish.
So it doesn't sound like they're actually like saying anything intelligent.
Yeah, it's like if I was just saying random words and just random noises and such, but like I said, it is giant.
I guess I'll scream, "Over here, idiots," as I'm running to attack them, because I'm not going to try to reason with them. It's not like her thing.
So Honey Badger seems like she's not, all
Okay.
that concerned with negotiations. What is your intent, sir?
Well, I guess I'll attack.
All right, so I'll get you all to roll initiative then. And we'll make it about.
Ouch.
That's a 9, Devin.
20.
16.
11.
And you said 9, Britt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, Honey Badger, you have the first action.
Is this a surprise or sneak attack?
For this, it won't be a surprise because they are clearly engaged in combat, but
Okay.
it would still be sneak because there's like at least 3 guards on each of them right now, not counting Crement.
Okay. So for sneak, I roll.
It's just a regular attack, but you get extra damage on it.
That's right. Okay, because the surprise is advantage, right?
Well, assassin means if they haven't. Actually, you'll get advantage on the roll.
On which roll?
On your attack roll, you'll get advantage on it because they haven't acted so far this combat. Because we're only entering combat now. This is the first turn.
Okay.
The way assassins work, if you attack a creature that hasn't attacked this combat, then you get advantage on the roll.
Okay.
And sneak attack means if you have advantage on the roll, you get sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a regular attack in your sense, but it's with advantage.
All right. So let's see here. Well, that's kind of disappointing. 14.
14.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay. Good. Okay, so then for my damage roll,
It's whatever your damage is, and then the sneak attack gives you 2d6 on top of it.
that's right. Okay. So that is 8 plus 11.
Plus your dex?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's hang on a second here. I'm doing math. 19.
19?
Yeah.
No, I'm doing math. Okay. So I'm assuming you're trying to get from behind it, right?
Yes.
Right? So yeah, it's really just swiping mindlessly at the guards, trying to get at them. You sneak around the back and just pierce it with the rapier. I'm assuming it's rapier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And you drive it into its back. It wails, but continues just to swipe at the guards, almost not even really flinching other than that. Brings us to Ursa.
All right. I'm gonna attack the one that Kremet is taunting, and I'm gonna swing my great axe at its leg. Ooh, 14. Oh, I got a really big bonus. So 21.
14 hits.
Okay. 6 plus 5, 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm
the
gonna go into
Kremet, right?
yeah, I'm gonna go into a rage too as my bonus action.
So you did that first, right? So you get the extra damage?
Sure. So it was 13 damage.
There you go. Okay. So yeah, you see Kremet trying to get its attention after, it's already killed 2 other guards, and it keeps swiping at him, and he's surprisingly agile for a man that size. He keeps missing, and you take advantage of it to rush up and just crack the monster, I guess, in the face, and just it almost knocks him reeling a little bit, but then he just goes back and for the next meal. Which brings it to his turn. They will really? Okay. So you and Kremet, and there's 2 others, so I need to do these. It's going to be Kremet.
No.
And so it's going to once again try and reach out and try and grab him and bite him. And okay, this connects. So Kremet is ducking and weaving, looks at you. He's a little surprised at seeing you, almost like he wasn't expecting to see you. And it does take him back for a second, long enough for the monster to grab him by his shoulder and chomp down on his neck.
Kremet,
Take a
no.
piece out of him. How many dice is this? Wow. I hope you guys don't get hit. Kremet just took 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
So you watch as...
Yay!
So you ran up and you cracked him. What's your weapon? Battle axe, right?
Great axe.
Great axe, okay. You dug the axe basically into the side of the giant's face. It turned away with the pain, while Kremet then looked at you, kind of surprised. The giant in turn grabbed him, chomped down on him, and as he bites down on his shoulder, you see the cut along the face from the axe begin to heal itself closed.
What? Completely?
Abort.
Yeah.
Abort.
That's brings the Aishling's turn.
Damn vampire? What the fuck?
Sorry. I guess since I am still invisible until I attack him, I'm going to try and sneak behind the one closest to me and see if I can, hamstring him.
Okay.
Don't think it'll do much. If that's possible.
So how exactly are you going to try and do this?
Well, aren't they in front of me, right? And I'm still invisible, so isn't it possible for me to get behind them somehow?
Yeah, you can get behind them. That's no problem.
Yeah. And then try and hamstring him with my rapier.
Okay.
You could just rip out his Achilles tendon.
Just roll the attack.
15.
15 hits.
Six.
6. Okay. It doesn't have much effect, but you can see like blood starting to gush out from the wound. But it almost seems like they're feral, like it's they're not registering the pain.
Before my turn ends, can I give bardic inspiration to Jackie?
You can, yep.
Yes, I will do that.
All right, Jackie, it's your turn.
Alright, so refresh my memory. What does Bardic Inspiration do?
You have a d6 that you can add to your roll.
Okay.
That you don't need to add until after. Like you can roll your roll first.
Okay. She is going to. Yeah, she's gonna firebolt it. Or attempt to. And that is a 12 plus whatever. How many points?
Firebolt, you got to roll the attack first.
So that's a 12.
You rolled a 12?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to add your spellcasting bonus to it now. Should be on top of your sheet.
Yeah. So spell casting bonus. Hold on, I gotta pull up my spell sheet. I think. Spell casting bonus.
How do you get a spell
It's 6.
bonus?
So 12. 18.
18? Okay,
I think.
that'll hit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, it depends on what type of character you're playing and what their like spellcasting ability is based on.
Anyone that can cast a spell has a spellcasting bonus.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever attribute they use, like charisma, wisdom, whatever, plus proficiency. So yeah, okay, Britt, roll your damage.
Okay. So that is a D10. Okay. Where's the D10? There it is, I think. No, that's not a 12. Where the fuck is my? There it is. That's a 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing added to that, right?
No, I don't think.
think
These,
so.
No.
Okay. Brings it back to you, honey.
Okay, a couple questions.
Yo.
Is the wound that I made in its back, can I see that changing at all, or is it
Nope.
still?
That's still there. There's still some blood gushing out, rolling down its back from the wound there.
All right. So now I just rolled the 1d20, right? I don't have advantage anymore, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You don't have advantage anymore. Well, no. Sorry. Yes, you do, because there's other people still engaged with it.
Oh, okay.
Right? So as long as someone else is engaged with it, you'll get advantage on your roll.
All right. Okay. So every time. Okay.
Yeah, basically, if you're fighting with someone else, you'll almost always have advantage.
All right. So then that's 20 on the attack.
Nat or
no?
Okay.
That
definitely hits.
And then let's see here. 7 damage.
Nice. You had a sneak attack bonus, right?
Oh no.
As long as you have advantage on your roll, you get your sneak attack.
Okay.
So 2d6 on that.
Okay, so then that was 18.
Oh, that's okay. So 11. Cool. All right. He's looking a little worse for wear now.
Better.
But he is obviously still standing. Ursa.
Okay, so
What are you doing? Ursa, we can't hear you.
I'm gonna swing at it with the great axe, and I
That
roll.
face was awesome.
That face was great. That was really good.
That was like a
I
squirrel.
literally forgot.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right. So, swing it again.
Yeah, I rolled a 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I rolled a what is it? 7 plus 5, a 5.
Yeah, no, that's gonna miss. Not so much miss. You're going to swing. It's going to connect with it, but it's going to like basically swing at Kremet in such an angle that like your blade just kind of like goes outside. It hits a weird angle basically, and it goes wide.
Okay.
You have any other actions?
Oh no, wait. I get the rage damage is only that's only for
Just
damage.
damage.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
No, that's it.
Back to them. Ooh, that was a good roll for them. Okay.
Lovely.
Ooh, okay. Is it a random target? Ursa. It's going to make attacks on you.
Okay.
First one is going to try and grip you, and you see its maw open up, and he's going to try and bite down. And I rolled an 18. So bite is... Ouch. That is 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna use the stone's endurance
Microphone.
I have. God damn it.
What?
No wait, it was on. You're trolling me. You jerk.
Good job.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Stone's endurance.
I'm gonna use that was really fun. Good. Okay, stone's endurance. I get to roll a d12, add my con modifier, and reduce the damage. So that's 7 plus 3, so by 10 damage. So I just take 7.
7, rounded down.
Rounded down, so 3.
I like how he
Can't
hits
do
her with
that.
17 damage and she takes 3. Good job. All right. So 2 more. And so he chomped down, got a bite on. And now he's just going to swing with his fist.
How rude.
It's a 17 again.
That hits.
And
I had my
that's
shield out, man.
a 13.
13 damage.
No, 13 for the attack.
Nope.
Okay, it's only 1 hits. So that damage is much shittier. That's 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then the other one, it's getting pecked at by a lot of little gnats, is going to make 1 attack. It's going to be a bite attack. And
The giant guy is gonna bite somebody?
yeah. It's going to be one of the guards that is on him.
Okay.
That's fine.
You guys are so remorseful. Doesn't matter. I rolled a 4. You miss his bite anyway. So yeah, once again, he reaches and grabs and tries to get him, but the guard is a bit too swift and gets out of the way and swings back himself.
I like that your excuse for running away was we don't want more of the guards to die, and then one of them gets attacked, and you're just like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I'm a hypocrite.
So it's Aishling's turn. At this point, you guys do notice that Kalina now is in the fray. She's charging up with 4 more guards behind her, running up with Pyrian as well, the Prime Justice of Brimcham, so like the head of the guard. So they're heading up and looking to engage.
We got
Sam.
this.
It's your turn.
Are they saying anything at this point? Or are they just like running up to join the fray?
You see Pyrian actually calling out like orders and commands, like pointing and trying to coordinate things, but it's nothing.
Okay.
Just general military talk.
I'm assuming, am I close enough, or am I attacking the one that Honey is also attacking?
Yeah, that's the one you guys are.
That is the one that I'm attacking. Okay, well, I'm going to try and stab it again, or slash its. I feel like I'm assuming. What's the highest point on him I can reach? Because I'm short.
Oh.
Toenail.
The toenail.
No, you could probably the highest point.
Yeah, like what? I'm assuming the leg.
Right here.
Under the loincloth. Yeah. Just look straight up.
Where it's hanging down, it probably is the highest point you can get.
So I'm gonna try. There's like an artery in somebody's leg, right? So
Wait,
it's
how
feasible
tall
that
are
I.
they, Devin?
What?
How tall are they?
They're about 13 or 14 feet.
Ah, okay.
Is it possible that I could like attempt to aim for a said artery?
Yeah, there's a couple hanging down right above your head.
God. Aishling's trying not to look at that, but she's gonna vomit again. She's still feeling a little.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Aisling, before you do this, now that you're up close and you get the time to look them over, give me a nature check.
Do a nature check?
Nature check.
Okay.
Not for
Whatever you say,
loincloth.
boss. 9. Oh, sorry.
9?
10.
Okay, there you go. The reason why I'm getting you to do this is because where you're from the Elderlang Dominion,
Mm-hmm.
there is a lot of giant folk in that area, and this looks like what would be a feral like hill giant.
Okay.
It doesn't help you much at the moment, but you know enough about it to know that basically it's mindless. It's driven by sheer hunger alone.
Okay.
But yeah,
And she could tell this from looking up its loincloth?
nope, because she's closer to it now, and where she's from the Elderling, she just has, she's probably heard of or seen this kind of thing before.
Okay.
Is it possible?
And then she goes under the loincloth.
Oh my God. So gross. That cannot be a pretty sight. So I can't really do anything about the fact that I know what these things are
Let me see.
at this point.
Actually, yeah, no. You just you recognize what it is. You know it to be mindless, so like talking to it probably wouldn't do anything. Like it's not one of those kind of things. They're basically giants that were starved to the point of madness. Because you notice, even in the picture as well, but on them they also have these chains that are broken. So clearly they were restrained so long, and then the hunger just overtook them.
Right. Okay. Well, since, it's attacking my friends and the villagers that I'm supposed to care about, I'm going to instead try and continue to take out its leg.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Now, are you in for his leg or something you perceive to be a leg from your angle?
Something that I perceive to be his... Oh, God. I see where you're going with
Oh,
this.
really? Oh, okay.
What?
I can't.
From her perspective, it would look like a third leg.
Yes, I'm aiming for his leg.
And it's coming right at you. Ah.
All right. So, yes, that is.
5.
With plus your dex?
Oh, sorry. No. You're right. 9.
9. Okay. Jackie, it is your turn. And you still have inspiration. Bardic inspiration. Actually, you have inspiration and Bardic inspiration right now, don't you?
Okay. Do I?
Yes. You do.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay. What kind of damage are you going to pick?
I am going to pick cold damage. No, acid damage.
Okay. For the loincloth?
Damage.
Excuse me?
You're aiming for the loincloth?
No.
Okay.
I'm aiming for his belly button.
So right about okay.
Yeah. So roll it, right?
Yep, that's a spell attack.
Okay. 6. 21. 21. What?
Oh,
Why are you
shoot.
laughing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Sam figured the strategy to kill them. Yes, that hits.
Okay. Okay, I gotta roll what? 3d6. Okay. You guys are ridiculous. 2, 3, and a 5.
2, 3, and a 5.
Yep.
So 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, a fit of acid bursts from the diamond you have in your hand, covers most of his torso into his belly button. The belly button actually begins to grow larger as the skin around it melts away. So now he has double the size of his belly button, and parts of his stomach are just falling to the ground. Not far from Aisling, actually, because
Yeah,
she's
it's like raining flesh on
No!
pretty much.
Aisling, run!
I guess
Run.
you didn't aim acid at its third leg.
At least it's not dripping acid down on her, so that's good.
Oh, I think I'd prefer the acid. Then I couldn't see this hot mess.
It's like just making horrible sounds as it hits the ground.
All right, so Matt, it's Honey Badger's turn again.
Okay. So I am going to keep on keeping on and never have no in my heart. Alrighty. So that would be an 18.
18's going to hit.
Hell yeah. Okay, so that is 9, 10, 11, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dead, right?
It is not dead.
Dang it.
Why won't you die?
These are hardy beasts.
I think Aisling should take 7 steps to the left or right and not just be right underneath.
What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. I think she's being hypnotized.
Ursa.
That would be terrible. All right. Sorry. I'm gonna swing again with the great axe. Yes. Okay. 23.
23 hits.
That's 10 plus 5, 15 damage.
15. Okay. On the one that is perfectly full health and able-bodied.
On the one whose guts aren't falling down on Aisling.
Aisling gets a short end of the stick.
Aisling is the short end of the stick right now.
I know.
Wow. So at this point, Pyrian and Kalina is there with a couple of other guards. Again, they're swinging, trying to do what they can to bring these beasts down. At this point, you notice there is an older gentleman with them in kind of arcane-looking robes. He pulls out a scroll and begins to read from it.
I'm glad that's where you went.
Lock 'em up. I can't wait.
However, I gotta roll this first. But it is actually technically their turn first, the Giants. Okay. So that's gonna hit, that's gonna hit, and that's natural 20. Beautiful.
Wow, look out.
So the guy, he pulls up the scroll and starts reading from it, using a free hand to do the proper hand gestures. Arcane energy
realizes it's the grocery list.
Arcane energy starts to glow. This catches the eye of the giant, who then swings at him 3 times.
Oh,
2 of them hit. 1 is a crit. Where's my...
do they move out of range of us?
Well, nope.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So who are the giants swinging at?
Right now, the one giant is swinging at the old man.
Okay, that's fine.
You guys are such great heroes.
We're reluctant heroes.
He was coming
Yeah.
to help us.
The old man pulls the
Burn
scroll and starts
Brimcham
reading
to the
it.
ground.
Arcane energy is starting to flow from his hand. It catches the eye of the giant, who just swings 1-2 punch. The second punch literally sends the guy flying 10 feet, crashing down not far from Jackie. Actually, the scroll was sent through the air, also landing on the ground, and the man is not moving.
Jackie, get the scroll.
You hear Pyrian actually cry out and shriek bloody murder at the sight of it, and then go livid at the giant.
This poor Pyrian is having a really
Don't
bad
cry,
day.
dude.
The other giant is going to make 1 attack, which is going to be a bite, and it's going to be on Yeishling.
Oh, no.
Because she tastes like blubber.
That's what you get for looking up his skirt.
Don't be a jello shot.
That's a 19 to hit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that hits.
I like the Brit's whispering.
I better not fucking die.
I would be so mad.
I would be pissed.
It would be ridiculous.
That's 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still
No,
alive.
give Makana this shit.
So basically, what happens here is you went and try to take the low road, and you try to swipe at its leg. You stabbed it, and then it just reached down between its legs, grabbed you, pulled you up, and took a bite out of you.
Did I lose a limb?
Not you should have, but no, it just
You should have.
you really should have.
Jerk.
But you did.
Listen, asshat.
Actually, you know what? I should probably roll
Don't
percent
do
off
it.
that and see
Don't do
if you
it.
lose a limb.
You only have
Because
one.
that logically does make sense.
No,
What's your
I'm
hit
fine.
point?
That's okay.
31.
You only need one arm.
Wait,
Can
how
I
many?
throw
How much HP do you have?
31.
Okay, you're laughing.
How the hell do you have 31 HP?
I'm magic.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't lose limb, but
Damn.
your left arm is hanging on by a thread.
Fuck.
Oh, like a tendon?
No, it's still functional. It's just
Oh,
really
okay.
fucking painful.
Ooh.
All right, and that brings it to your turn, actually.
Did I not put in my HP when I leveled up?
Well, you're playing a rogue, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not
What's
gonna have
your-
high HP anyway.
What's your HP?
15.
That seems a little too low.
You rolled minimum on one of your level ups.
Oh, okay. Then I guess that works.
Let me see.
I'll just
I
not
think
get hit
that's-
by anything.
So you started off with 9
Oh, what a joke.
at first level,
And then I had 11 on second level.
and you had 11 on second level.
Oh
yeah.
my god. That was just
So
my
you rolled min.
that was my
rolled
3
min
weeks
twice.
of shitty rolling.
It's all right though. You're not supposed to get hit. That's what Ursa's there for.
What's your con modifier is 1?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
Ursa will protect you.
Well,
Yay.
Yay. Turn.
Shit, I don't know what to do. Nothing's working.
Yank him in the neck.
Yes, he's still holding me.
Oh no, he just dropped you and like threw you down and.
Oh, well, that's rude. I mean, if you're gonna take a bite out of me, you might as well like enjoy the taste.
Did the fall hurt her at all?
No, it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Do I have the option to retreat back and regroup?
You
Like glue your arm back on?
hold on, let me see if they're smart enough to do something about that.
They were probably getting an attack of opportunity.
That's what I'm looking up. I don't know if they do.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it doesn't exclude it. So yeah, he would get an attack if you were to try and do
I'm
it.
just gonna try and attack him again because now Aishling's just pissed.
Oh well, no,
off,
hold on.
so.
If running is your only, like, if you don't want to do any kind of attack, you can take an action to disengage, and then there's no attack of opportunity. You can just run, but that is your action for the turn.
No, Aisling would attack, so
Okay.
she's gonna try and get vengeance for the bite that was taken out of her arm.
Cool. Going for the third leg.
Yes. Why the fuck not? It's not gonna do anything though because I rolled a 10.
Wait, you rolled a
How
10?
strong do you think
Yeah.
that is?
What's your mod?
Well, no, that was with the
Oh,
mod.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that misses. So you like are really pissed off. So you run up to him, you try to go for the third leg, and you like just fall short. Literally.
And now he's mad because you're acting like you couldn't find it.
Jackie, it is your turn.
Before my turn ends, I can do Bardic Inspiration again, correct?
Well, if you can, but technically Jackie still has the inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give
So
it
I
to someone
can't give
else,
it to. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
but then she would lose it.
Oh, okay,
Only one
never
person can be
mind
inspired
then.
at a time.
She can hang on to it.
Yeah. So Jackie, like I said, you just literally have an old man just drop next to you in like a scroll on the ground, and you have soldiers fighting. Yeah, what do you like to do?
Can she grab the scroll?
Fuck yeah, she can.
Can she use it?
Sure. Let me see. What are your sorcerer?
Yes. Yes.
Is it it's a sorcerer spell? Yeah, you technically can use it.
Yes. Okay.
However, it's a 4th level spell, so you're gonna need to give me a skill check for it.
Okay.
So the DC is going to be, it's 10 plus the spell level, so it's 14. So you need to give me D20 plus your spell attack.
Okay.
Or no, just your ability. There's no proficiency to it. So what's your ability? Charisma?
My
So
ability
yeah, D20 plus charisma.
plus
You gotta-
charisma is a +4.
Okay. So you got to roll a 10 or higher to be able to pull it off.
Okay, don't let me down, Gay Joyce. Oh fuck, 8.
8?
Well, 8 is what I rolled, but
Yeah, no,
that's
you need
12?
it. That's a 12, and you needed a 14.
Wait, do I still get the inspiration?
Shit, yes. So roll a d6 and add the result.
Fuck.
Oh my
If you want to
god.
use the inspiration, you can.
That's a 6.
All right. So that becomes 18. So you take out the scroll, and it's familiar to you, but you don't know, all the ins and outs of it. But you, out of just sheer desperation, I guess,
Yeah.
start reading it, and
Batu,
it's coming to you what it is. It's a 4th level polymorph spell, which means basically you take a target and you change it into a shape of any other creature, as long as it has a smaller CR than that one. So you could turn one of the giants into basically anything you want for the most part, if he fails his wisdom saving throw. So
Only if he fails?
Only if he fails. So what's your spell DC? It should be on your spell sheet too.
My spell DC?
Yeah.
Is
It'll say spell save.
Yeah, sorry, spell save.
spell
DC.
save is 14.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
So I gotta get better than a 14 for him not to be polymorphed.
Okay.
into a cave cricket.
No.
No, I won't turn it
I
into a cricket.
rolled a 14, but his wisdom is a -2.
Oh.
So that's a 12, which fails. So what do you turn him into?
I turn it. No, I'm not turning him into a cricket.
Pigeon.
I'm gonna turn him into
Hot Pocket.
Now,
No.
which one? First of all, which one are you targeting? I should have asked you this first. The one you guys been beaten up on, or the one that's perfectly healthy?
No, the one that's perfectly healthy.
Okay.
Yes.
Gonna turn him into a bug, not a cave cricket.
Just an
What about-
insect?
Yeah, like a
Can you
cockroach.
do that? Hold on. Can you do...
If not, I'll turn him into a sheep or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna make
No,
me
you
kill a
can
sheep.
do a bug.
So I
Wow.
can turn him into a cockroach.
You could turn him into a cockroach.
Fuck yeah! Let's do that.
Those are
Alright.
harder to get rid of than giant.
God damn. All right. So you pick up the scroll that the old man dropped, start reading from it, and you cast the polymorph spell on the healthy giant. And Ursa, you notice just as the giant is about to grab Kremet again,
Mhm.
bite down and heal himself again, it just kind of vanishes. And then the little cockroach on the ground starts scurrying away.
Oh my
Can I
gosh.
squish it as a bonus action?
You're too far away to do that. Ursa could. However, reading through the scroll and being somewhat familiar with the arcane arts, you know that if the creature as is dies, basically, essentially if the hit points drop to 0 for this creature, it reverts back to its original form.
It's going to go into someone's walls, and then it's going to die, and then the house is going to
But
explode.
The spell does last for an hour, so you have... It's up to you guys how you would like to proceed with this.
Whose turn is it?
Well, it will
I
be
don't
dead
know.
if she steps on it, right?
Honey Badger, your turn.
Well, yeah, if it's when it's
It'll be
dead,
dead.
it just yeah,
Yeah, when it gets dead, it reverts back to its original form.
but
But
it's
it's
still
still
dead.
dead.
No,
Oh,
it's full
that's
HP.
fucking stupid.
Oh,
What
Well,
the
that-
fuck? That's a
yeah,
waste.
that is a waste. That's okay. I'm going to continue attacking No Belly. Okay, so that's 19.
Yep.
6 and 12 damage.
12 damage on No Belly.
Yeah.
Okay. He is visibly confused of what's going on at the moment. Not sure what happened to the other one that was with him. But yeah, he takes your attack. This time it does. He feels it. Like you can see there's a bit more of a kind of a shamble to his posture now, but it's still relentlessly trying to just grab a meal, more or less. Shannon, Ursa, your turn.
All right. So I see the cockroach, right?
You do, and it's heading toward the.
I'm gonna try to catch it
Okay.
in my hands,
Yeah, you could do that without much issue.
and then I'm gonna start running towards the water with the intent to throw it into the bay.
Okay.
Brilliant though.
I don't know
All
if
right.
it can swim or not. So
Single like stone.
could you splash a cave cricket?
Maybe.
Why are you doing this to me?
Okay, yeah, it's going to take you more than a turn to get there. So,
Mhm.
but okay, sure. Yeah, you have him in your hand and you were charging towards the water. Kremet
Okay.
looks around and looks at you like, what the fuck is going on?
I've suddenly turned into a pacifist just for comment.
That brings it to Giant's turn again. And it is going to, where's my D10?
Please don't die. Please don't die.
It is going to make 3 attacks. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Honey.
How could he even reach me?
By turning around after you stab him with the rapier.
Okay.
All right. So the first one's gonna be he's gonna try and bite you. Shit. That's a 3. So 11.
That's not gonna work. Not today.
And then 2 fists.
Excuse me?
That's I rolled another 3, so that's an 11. And a 15, so that is a 23.
The 23 hits.
That's not good. 11 plus 15,
Oh my god, I'm
19.
dead.
Oh.
Okay, I'm dead.
You shouldn't be dead from that.
19?
He's
Yeah.
down.
I only have
Yeah.
15.
You're unconscious.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
That's fine. So yeah, he punches you.
That's fine.
You stab him with the rapier. He turns around and he literally just punches you in the gut so much your world just goes dark and you just go limp. H-Ling, you see this because it's happening pretty much right above you.
If I use healing word on Honey, would that assist him from his unconscious
It
state?
would definitely assist him from his unconscious state.
Well, I guess I will cast healing word then.
That really would work.
What was that?
That was This Is Halloween.
That wasn't in my house.
Devin's cell phone.
That's funny.
That was my first 4 alarms wake up for work. So yeah, you're casting healing word on Honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I need to do to cast it because I've never cast it.
I actually gotta pull it up.
You need to hop on one leg.
It doesn't heal much, but it's range, so you don't need to move very far from to do it. And I think it's a bonus action.
So I can still attack? Is that what you're saying?
You can still attack.
Okay.
I believe. Bonus action, yep. Creature you can see regains hit points 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Bards are charisma?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so 1d4 plus your charisma.
Okay. Trying to find the appropriate dice.
The pyramid.
The little pyramid with the multiple
Right.
numbers?
Yep.
Okay.
You roll
Like
it, and
the
there's only
one-
one that's going to be right side up.
Okay, I don't know if I have the right one. The one that has like 3 numbers on it?
Yeah,
It
when you
says-
roll it, only one of them will be right side up. The other ones
Okay.
will
Okay.
be, you see it?
Yeah.
So what do you roll?
It's the 1, 4, 2.
Yeah, no, but there's which one is like facing upwards? Which one's right side up?
Oh, I see what you're saying. 4.
There you go.
Yay!
Connected the dots. So,
Okay.
and then plus 3, so 7.
So 7 hit points there, Honey.
So much better.
So
Thank you.
as you drop to the ground, H-Thing starts whispering these very... I'm not even going to go into details of what she's saying, but you just are brought immediately back to life. And reinvigorated. You feel like half the man you were before this attack. That brings us to... Well, no, actually, you still attack. That's right.
Yes. So I'm still going to attempt to, rapier him. That's
Sorry.
One more time.
not come out right.
So where are you going to rapier him to?
I'm going to try and slash his leg. Oh my god, that did not come out of my mouth the way I thought it would. Ooh, that was a nat 20.
That's what she said.
At 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
So roll your damage, double your dice.
12.
Total?
Yes.
Probably more. Okay. Yeah. So you slash him across the leg. He wobbles. Actually, he probably drops to a knee even for a second before getting back up. Clearly not feeling so good.
Watch your head.
Honey Badger. You are on the ground looking up, your eyes open. This thing pretty much standing right above you.
the thing that's teabagging Aisling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, do
Family
I
show, sir.
do
Family
I
show.
turn? Well, she
It's
was
your
about
turn
to
now.
rape it. Oh, okay. You skipped Brit.
I did skip Brit. I'm sorry, Jackie. I had it written down in reverse.
Oh,
There you go.
What are you,
I'm
Shan?
gonna burn another spell slot, Devin.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb, acid damage again,
Okay.
and I'm gonna aim for its ding dong.
All right. Don't roll a 1 on this one because Aisling is right there underneath it.
So mature.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 3.
Plus what?
No, I have to I get to add bonus, right? Plus 6
But
for
it's-
spellcasting. So that's a 9.
Yeah, no, that's still not going to do it.
Okay.
Again, you have inspiration that you could use at any time to give yourself advantage on a roll. If you wanted to use it now, you're supposed to call it
Yes.
beforehand, but if you want to use it now, you can go ahead.
Yes, I would like to use that.
All right, so reroll it, but then remove the inspiration from your sheet.
Okay.
Oh shit.
That is a 9 plus 10, 15?
15. Leave that hits. That hits.
Okay. So that is 3d6. So 2 and 2. So 2, 4, 8 in total.
Okay.
Because that's a 4. So 2 2s and a 4.
All right. The acid splash, it covers more of them this time. You still kind of get it at the belly, even though you're aiming for its third leg. But it does drip down, and the loincloth actually starts to melt away as
No!
well.
Our eyes.
So the acid seeps down through the hole already in the stomach underneath the loincloth, but you see the cloth around his thigh is beginning to melt away as well.
Is he looking hurt at least?
Oh god, yes, he's barely standing now
Okay.
in more than one way.
Oh god.
This is not a family show no more.
Dead.
We just lost all of our viewers.
When has it ever been a family show?
We actually have more people watching now than we did earlier.
Hello, everybody.
All right, now it brings us to Honey Badger's turn.
Well, I'm gonna be like Sam, and I'm gonna rapier him.
It really did sound better in my head than it did.
Aw.
It actually sounded better when you said it than when I said it. Okay, that's a 19.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit.
Get him.
And that's 16.
16 damage.
Ooh. Kick his ass, honey.
Sneak attack is horrible.
It's amazing. I don't really have to do anything.
All right, so Jackie's acid sprays him and does the dirty like it's
Jackie's what?
Jackie's attack.
Her ass
Oh,
springs.
In
I heard him say.
while it's flailing in pain, it is going to it reaches for you, Honey, trying to grab you. At this point, Pyrian actually
Shows up.
he was there the whole time. He was just fighting the other giant. He comes up and deflects the attack by getting in the way of it. So
Okay,
the monster grabs him and has him up and is ready to take a chunk out of him as well. That's when you stab him with the rapier through the gut, and it's enough to just drop it. It falls to its knees and lays motionless on the ground.
Whoop whoop.
And 3 feet of under stuff falls. And hits
Aisling,
Aisling.
give me a dex saving throw.
Yes, please, God, let this be high.
Yeah, you're about to get hit with something.
15.
Okay, yeah, 15 is enough.
Oh, thank God.
You see the attack, and like it's almost like a tree falling right above you. Like, oh shit! And you literally roll out of the way as he drops to his knees, which obviously would have been bad for you if you were still there, and then falls forward, and it's all good. Ursa, you were still charging towards the water. You make it to the shoreline. What do you do?
I'm going to try and chuck the bug into the water. Like, I'm gonna find like the deepest area I can reach and just like chuck the bug.
Are you gonna like hold it down with your foot though, so when it transforms, you just drown it?
I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that. How deep is the water, Devin?
Well, it leads out to like the ocean basically.
So is it
Oh,
deep?
so the
enough?
ocean can deal with it. Meg can
So,
deal
yeah,
with
like,
it.
it's-
Is there a current?
Probably not where you are now, because I mean it is a shoreline. You'd have to actually walk out into the water to get into deep water.
I'll do that, and then I'll chuck the bug, and then I'll run back.
Give me an athletics check.
She's gonna end up throwing like a girl, and it like goes like 6 inches in front of her, and she's like, "Shit."
Okay, plus 7, so 13 plus 20.
20.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
And I will say,
right.
I've seen girls throw very far.
So yeah, you take them, you chuck it through the air, and it goes off like almost cartoon style, like off into the distance. You lose sight of it in the sun, and there's this little flash of a light as it just goes off.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
Team Rocket and fucking Pokemon.
Everyone's probably like, where the fuck is she going? Like, what is she doing? Oh my god.
It's brilliant.
And with that, yes, the battle has concluded. You see a lot of the guards tending to the dead bodies. Pyrian is at the side of the old man, just weeping, with Paulina standing over his shoulder. What would you guys like to do now?
I'm gonna return to everyone else and tell them I chucked the bug.
Do I have anything to say to these people?
It's up to you.
As in the villagers or your party?
Not my party, but like because they're the twirly hair chick.
Which one is twirly hair chick? You're talking about the bitch that wanted to
Kalina?
kill you?
Colina?
Who's Kalina?
Colina's the one in charge of the town. But the
Okay,
one that was
she's
trying
the
to
nice
nice was
one.
Beatrice.
Mm-hmm.
She's the prime justice from Stonebrook who came to help out with the Knolls.
All right.
She's not there.
So,
There's nobody around that you have any animosity towards
okay.
that I know of, anyway.
Hi.
Jackie's gonna console T
Period.
Bag.
that guy. The guy.
Think of
next to
Tyrion
the
with a P
dead
if you
guy.
want to do the pronunciation, but it's Pieran.
Tyrion, okay.
P-Ran.
Hi, Ryan.
Pyran.
Pyran.
Hi, Ryan.
We're the most annoying group
I
of people.
immediately went to the
We
chat to see Ryan
honestly
was there.
are.
All right. So what's happening?
Good show, everyone.
I'm gonna talk. I don't know how long it takes me to get back. Right.
Not very long. It's just like
Okay.
probably
When
like 40, 50 feet.
When I get back, I'm going to try to talk to Kremen and ask him, like, why would you go against a monster with no weapon?
Okay. As you come back,
Sorry,
Kremen
just
did-
honey in the background. Oh.
As you come back, Kremit is sitting like with his back against one of the homes, just like beaten, battered, and out of breath. You come up and you ask a question, and he takes a second to respond. You got to catch his breath, and then says, "As long as they were attacking me, they weren't attacking anyone else."
Oh, for fuck's sake. Someone get out a fucking violin for this fucking guy.
Aisling starts playing a few notes.
I tell him that was a very brave but very stupid thing to do. I know that he's a pacifist, but if he dies, then how is he going to be there to protect other people?
But this is how I protect people.
By trying to get yourself killed?
Fingers crossed.
See, this one I imagine Honey is like
so
just like
salty.
standing like 5 feet
like,
away from Ursa
in the
and
background.
listening. Yeah,
My arms
saying
are
this-
crossed and my foot
yeah.
is tapping.
yeah. You're
Honey's
saying this
so
under your
distraught.
breath,
He
right?
forgot his accent.
I'm just like, ugh.
I'm just going to say, well, I'm glad that you survived, and thank you for having our back out there.
It was nothing.
Oh my god.
Aisling
Let a
just kind
girl
of like
flirt, okay?
pats Honey Badger on
Take
the
the
arm.
fucking compliment, dude.
Kremit looks over your shoulder and is like, is your friend okay?
Honey Badger's like, I would take that compliment.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just killed some big thing, but yeah, you should definitely talk to freaking No Weapons
And then-
McGinty.
I'm going to approach you guys and tell you what I did. I threw the bug into the water, and I'm just gonna see the thing laying on the ground and be like, well, it looks like you guys had things handled. How did this happen?
Oh, I think Kremit did it. Why don't you go fucking talk to him about it?
Ursa's like, really? Wow. And just like looks over her shoulder.
Yeah, he fucking bored it to death with some bullshit fucking chit chat, and it just dropped fucking dead.
Do you actually say that?
Yeah,
Ursa's just kind
whatever.
of like, is something going on?
Aisling's just kind of chuckling off to the side, shaking her head.
Is
I'm gonna say I didn't know that you
to
two knew
Jackie?
each other.
Jackie, what do you say?
I just heard you
Ursa
yell his
close to
name.
Jackie?
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you're all kind of gathered around now.
She's just gonna tap Ursa gently on the shoulder and just
I don't know what you said.
I couldn't hear you.
You actually whisper, we can't hear you.
Give me some inspiration points.
It's so quiet.
Yes. No.
I said I think Honey's a little jealous, but
I'm just like, jealous of what? Really loud so that everyone else can hear too.
And then Aisling's gonna go, he loves you.
Wow.
Ursa's literally just gonna be like,
What is this? Like the season finale of Friends? What's happening right now?
I've never been hit on by a bugbear before. I don't know what to do.
Well,
Take the compliment.
I'm being pretty.
Yeah, she's gonna take the compliment and just say thank you,
Yeah.
and then like awkwardly walk away to talk to some other people.
not
Okay.
Kermit or
Honey Badger, what do you want to
No, she's not talking to Kermit. She's going to talk to some other people.
Let me see. Hi there, Kermit.
Oh no!
How do you feel now that I've saved your puny life?
Turning into like Jerry Springer.
Very grateful. It was fine work. You were incredible.
Just remember that. Never forget it.
Question: Do you ever attack
Oh
things
my
that can
God.
see you though, that are looking at you, or is it always from the back?
Oh shit!
Would you like to find out?
Like,
No, just curiosity. It's okay.
I would like to roll now.
What are you rolling?
I'm rolling to see if I should put my rapier through his eyeball.
don't do it.
Well, whether you should is up to yourself. You can try.
I will let you live now. This time.
That's quite generous of you.
Oh, you're gay? Did you guys hear that?
Or what?
Well, aren't you? I mean, we just survived.
Yay!
We should all be kind of gay right now. This is a happy time.
We're all gay. Confirmed.
Whoa! Damn it! What's the name of his little village that he's from? Like Rusty Walls?
Cobalt Camp?
Cobalt.
Cool.
I guess that's how they do things in the Cobalt Camp.
I'm crying.
And then I wipe the blood off my rapier on the shoulder of his shirt.
Rude.
Good day! And then I walk away.
Oh, God.
Ursa's trying to tell Jackie that her magic skills are amazing. She's never seen anything turned into a bug before. It was a great idea.
Aisling, Kremen's gay.
We are all happy, so I would imagine so. We're alive.
No, he's like gay for wiener. Pass it on.
Oh, Lord.
You tried to get up in my fur.
Aisling just kind of shakes her head and then like shuffles off to where Jackie and Ursa are.
Good. She's telling her.
Slaps Ursa on the back and is like, good work with the bug.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But it was all Jackie here. I just did some throwing.
Well, I mean, when you have that opportunity, you got to think quickly. You think of what is the tiniest thing you could possibly turn somebody into, and then bam, it's a cockroach.
I can't believe I never thought about the fact that you were going to grab that scroll.
Foolish,
Oh, well.
Mr. Voiceless Narrator.
So what are the other villagers doing now? You said they're kind of still
Kind of licking their wounds a bit now. Actually, interesting enough, you see, in spite of Pyrian being in mourning over this old man on the ground, him and Colina are kind of having a bit of a heated exchange back and forth.
Ooh.
Is the old man like definitely dead or?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he did. His chest is like caved in all the way.
What about the other soldiers? Is there anyone around who looks like they need help?
Oh, tons.
Your
Like,
village is safe now.
if you look around, take the time to take a look at the scene. There's like at least 7 full and like just dead soldiers. The bodies are being moved, and pretty much everybody's walking with some kind of limp or some sort of, battle weariness.
Is there anyone that needs to be like stabilized or looks like they're really struggling?
Not that you can see. The ones that are not already dead seem to be in good hands. Everyone's just recovering now.
I guess I'm gonna approach Pyrian and it's Colina, you said?
Colina, yeah.
And just say, you both fought bravely. I'm so sorry for your loss. Was this a friend of yours?
Okay. While you do that, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I just gesticulated it to the crowd that they were all safe.
What?
So I am assuming people are applauding me.
Okay. Jackie and Aisling?
You're all safe.
Jackie's kind of, just kind of recovering. She's a little out of breath. She's a little out of shape. They didn't let her really work out in that place.
Mm-hmm. So she just catching her breath. Okay.
Yeah.
Aisling?
I'm just kind of. I'm ready to go head back to the tavern to see if anybody's serving up some ale because I need a nice strong drink after that shit. So.
Are you heading to the tavern, or you're just like?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
You're gonna make your way back to the tavern.
I will follow.
No. While you were gesturing to the crowd that they should all be thankful for you.
Gesticulating.
What? Anyway, you hear there are some people that are like oohs and ahs, but then there's also a voice of dissension, just like shouting. You can't hear exactly every word that's being said, but it's along the lines of this shouldn't have happened. This is why. This is why things are the way they are. It's not right what they're doing to us, but like it's just basically trying to stir up shit.
Is it Patches again? Is that his name?
Patch.
Oh, Patch.
Honey Badger wouldn't know whether it was someone named Patch or not, but it's a fair assumption if Ursa was to hear it. In the midst of that, as you hear, like I said, the voice kind of stirring up dissension, Ursa, again, you approach Pyrian and Kalina. Pyrian's eyes kind of just drop to the ground, and Kalina looks at you and says, this was his father.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Is there anything we can do to help you?
You guys have done quite enough. You couldn't really ask for any more than that.
True dat.
This poor guy is having such a bad day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I guess
Did Ursa say that? Or
no, me as a player.
I was like,
I guess Ursa's gonna say, do you know where these things came from? How they got into the town?
well, then she gestures towards a giant hole in the fence that was like burst open. That would probably be my guess.
Is there?
They came. They're just more. They're more, and creatures just came from the Dimhaven. And
How
when she says
do things like this happen?
It's it's frequent, but it's usually more consistent than this. So soon after the null attack, is weird to have another attack like this, especially one of this scale. And when he says this, Pyrian chimes in and is basically yelling at her, and he says, This is not the matter of the Dimhaven. These were giants. They were not gnolls. They were not from the abyss. They were not from the Underdark. This is not the same thing. We need to send word for help.
I'm going to ask him, what do you think sent them, or how do you think they got here?
I don't know, but these are not demonic forces. That was giant folk. That was giant folk from the north. There's the Dimhaven. This isn't right. There's something wrong about this. And if we do not get help, this town is not going to survive. We need to send for aid from Stonebrook and get my sister and get more troops here.
Can Jackie hear any of this?
If you want, yeah, you could be around there.
Okay. She's kind of gonna look up and just help from who?
Stonebrook, my sister.
Is that
And he stumbles with his words a little bit, and then Colleen fills it in. It's like the attacks from the Dimhaven. They're merciless, but they are fairly consistent. We usually can predict them within days, and the forces of Stonebrook have been paramount in bolstering our forces. The Knoll attack that you guys helped thwart, it came earlier than scheduled. That's why, reinforcements came late. But that is usually the MO for what goes on around here. Unfortunately, I agree with Pyrian that this is odd, that this is dire circumstance, but we don't have the men to afford to even send somebody to Stonebrook for a message.
We could go to Stonebrook for you.
I'm sure our party would be more than happy to help the town. And then I'm going to ask, is his sister Beatrice Cornwallis the Prime Justice?
Yep, his sister is Beatrice Cornwallis. She's the Prime Justice of Stonebrook. Not a popular woman, but powerful one.
Okay. Before I go, I'm just gonna tell them that I did have some questions for them if they have the time to answer them. I had heard about a group called the Forgotten Sons from somebody in the Cobalt camp. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's going on with them?
That's a very little concern, all things considering. It's simply some of the riffraff that want handouts without pulling their own weight. That's all it is. It's nothing to be concerned with.
So the people from the Cobalt camp don't really help around the town?
No, they're more than welcome to partake in anything that the town has to offer, but they refuse to do their share. So they find themselves grouped together with other like-minded and, dare I say, lazy individuals, and they just like to complain. They tried to organize before, but it's when you're dealing with demons of the abyss and creatures from the Underdark for so long, a couple of peasants with pitchforks and torches are not really much of a concern.
Do you think they could ever pose a real threat to the village?
I doubt it. The mouthpiece of them, can't remember what his name is. They call him Patch. He's got a lot of words, but not a lot of bite.
So there's no real reason that they don't aid the town. They just don't think that they should have to.
Pretty much. It's not even that they don't leave the towns. They refuse to, pull their own weight. They don't want to work. They don't want to help defend the borders. They don't want to contribute in any way. So they get the lesser share of the portions of the aid that comes from Silverhelm.
I just kind of shrugged because I guess to Ursa that makes sense, especially from the type of clan she grew up with and how things were run. And then she's just going to ask, is there anything else we should know on this journey to Stonebrook? Is there anything else we should look out for or any information we should bring with us?
Nothing truly comes to mind. But then again, we live in strange times. Like Pyrian said, this is giant kin from the north. That's I don't know what's going on anymore.
And this is the first type of attack like that they've had?
This is the first time the walls have been just obliterated in this manner. Even gnolls generally climb them, and a couple of them get in that way, but it's never to this extent. And now we're going to need every man, woman, and child to repair this fence before the next wave from the Dimhaven shows.
Could we be of any help, or do you think our time would be better spent getting to Stonebrook as fast as possible?
Pyrian says we need aid from Stonebrook. That's the #1 priority. At the same moment that Kalina says we need as many hands as we can here. At this point in time, another soldier is going to walk up. At this point, a soldier is going to walk up and says, Lady Oakwood, just allow me to go to Stonebrook. And then he explains, my wife is with child. I would prefer to just go there anyway, and I would make haste to do so. When he
Your
says
wife
is
is with child and you want to leave?
yes, with his wife.
Oh, okay.
When he says my wife is with child, her eyes kind of open. She's like considering it, and she's like, "Okay, that can be arranged." So there is now an emissary going to Stonebrook. So it's again entirely up to you guys what you'd like to do. She says but you hear Kalina ask him, "Are you sure this is something you'd like to do? Because the road itself is treacherous. Are you sure you would like to be traveling with your family like that?"
We could
Ursa's gonna chime in and say, "Do you feel that you'll be safe out there on the road by yourself?"
I at this point, I think it'll be safer there than in here.
Ursa's gonna share a look with Jackie.
I'm sure our party wouldn't object to helping you to Stonebrook, especially if, this is a very pressing matter, and if your wife is pregnant, then that is a very large concern given the circumstances. I know we don't look very put together, but
At this
Ursa
point,
kind
it's
of
just
We're really good at
straightening up
kicking
her
ass.
face, like, what do you mean?
all right. So while this conversation is going on, Jackie, you're still making your way to the tavern. Honey, what are you doing?
I've been eavesdropping on the conversation,
Okay, so you're there with them as well. Right.
but biting my tongue.
Okay.
I always get a little frisky after a fight.
Oh.
That's probably not the right word.
I was going to say that.
How close were you to
explains
Ursa at the time?
it.
I say we don't go.
why?
You just come up and say that?
I'm just like, maybe our time would be better spent protecting the town
But
that hates me. Bunch of racists.
us protecting the town isn't going to do very well if they don't have the reinforcements. We can only do so much. We barely made it through, and that's only because I turned them into a bug.
Oh, let's start tooting our own
Tyrion says
freaking
with my
horn.
father's spell.
Yeah. It
Well,
wasn't even one of her spells.
how many people are you planning on getting from Stonebrook?
Tyrion says full battalion.
Okay, I'm not a mathematician.
A lot more than 4.
More than 4, less than 1,000,000. Got it. All right, well, I guess I'll do whatever you guys think is right.
Well, we still have to talk to Aisling, who's probably gonna go drink herself under the table. But
Which
No,
is
just get a
she
nice
could
buzz.
just walk under the table.
And as you say that, Aisling, you are walking into the Laughing Goblin.
Okay.
Inside, you see Scarlet there. There's literally nobody else. There's no other patron in the whole bar.
Okay. I'm going to sidle up to the bar, slap my hand, and be like, "Scarlet, that was one hell of a fight. Give me your strongest drink."
God.
She puts. Did you say you put gold on the table?
No, I just slapped my hand.
Slap your hand.
Yeah, there's no money in it yet.
Gotcha. She nods and grabs a stein, puts it under what looks like a B-tap, and a few moments later she comes up with a full jug of ale laying it down in front of you. She said, "Yeah, I heard there was a bit of a noise going on near the border." What was going on?
Well, apparently a couple of giants came down and decided to wreak havoc on your village. Does this kind of thing happen frequently for you guys?
Giant what? Like giant bugs? Giant
Giants.
like actual giants?
Yes. It was very
Oh, God.
intense.
Wait, there was tens? Okay, no, that was me saying that.
I figured.
That's wow, I can't say I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, it's a new one for me too.
You're sure it was giants?
Aishlyn's still buds, so her information's not going to be the most accurate.
Well, I guess yeah, I guess we must sounds like we owe you a bit more gratitude than before. That's insane. Giants, really. Soon.
So, how often does your little town here get attacked?
Maybe once every other 10 day or so.
That's unfortunate.
Usually Stormbrook's forces are here to help out with that, but it's never been this quick. That's really weird.
Aishlyn nods her head in a knowing way.
Jesus. Fair enough. Where's your friends to?
I'm pretty sure I ditched them back in the square. Man, they seemed fine when I left them. Honey took a beating, but he's standing, so that's something. Still has his accent going.
Oh, okay. So Honey's not the lady you were with then.
No, that was the Ursa. Yes.
That's your other honey.
That's Honey's honey.
Oh, accent. Wait. You mean the furry one?
Yes.
That's one of your friends?
Well, acquaintance, I would say. I don't know if I'd go so far as friend.
Yeah, you would.
It's a bit weird talking to a bugbear, especially when it sounds like that.
Try traveling with him.
No thanks. There's not enough ale in this country for me to do that.
Cheers you to that.
She pulls out a mug from underneath her and cheers and takes a swig herself. I feel like it's going to be a long day.
So do you know what your town's planning on doing about your current threat? Any whisperings that you may have overheard?
What do you mean in like the last 20 minutes? No, not really. I imagine. I don't know. I imagine they would probably reach out to Perion's sister. That's usually the go-to solution for everything around here. God, it sucks when she's around.
Not the most pleasant individual, I take it.
No, she's a take charge kind of woman. Her way, or the noose.
That's not much of an option, is it?
No, she doesn't really give options. You either follow or it's just not a good time when she's around.
Do you actually feel like she'd be able to adequately assist you all with this?
No, not necessarily, but her men will. Having a couple dozen, sometimes up to like 100 new troops in town, that'll help.
But how often have you guys gone through these troops? Are you just burning through men?
Well, no, they come consistently enough that we literally have almost like a schedule set. They just come by around the time that we expect an attack, and we repel them. That's how Brimcham has been for the past, at least the last 10 years that I've been here.
I feel like that's not going to be sustainable for you in the long run.
No,
Seems like a long-term solution is going to be needed.
Well, Stonebrook is the long-term solution. I don't know if you how much you know with the area, but Brimcham used to be the main shipping hub for the whole area. But now with the Dimhaven getting closer and closer as the years went on, more and more people relocated to Stonebrook, and that's how Stonebrook became a community in the first place. The people here are just more or less constricted to, defending the borders of the Dimhaven more so than actually having a town. So it looks like a town, but it's mainly just an outpost.
I see. Aisling is gonna take this information and finish off her ale, and then attempt to rejoin her party mates.
Okay. So what you guys? The last thing when we were talking to you, we had Jackie say that. Well, we don't even have Aisling's opinion yet on what to do. So where do you guys go from there?
Is Aisling approaching us?
Nope. She's still
Do
in
we
the bar.
know
Just
where
crossed
she
out.
went?
The
Well,
tavern.
she did announce the tavern, right?
Oh yeah, because
I don't think she did. I think she just marched off to the tavern.
Oh,
Unless Sam, you can correct me, but is that what happened?
Yeah, I didn't say. I just was like, I need a drink, man, and then took off.
I thought Honey was like going to, and then he
Yeah.
Then it was eavesdropping on you guys.
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hung back.
I would like to go back to the apothecary now.
I thought you were gonna say apocalypse for some reason.
Okay. Are you going to tell them you're going to the apothecary?
I'm going to the apothecary.
okay, honey, have fun.
Thanks, darling.
Wow. That
You're
didn't sound like a
welcome.
stepmom. Have fun, honey.
Be back when the street lights come on.
Oh shit.
So basically, the path to the shore, you end up at the jaded fire. What are the two of you doing when Honey leaves? Or are you going with her?
I think we should go look for Aisling.
Honey is gender fluid. Matt established this in episode 1, so you can use he or her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Ursa was trying to go to the tavern, but I don't know if Jackie wants to go there.
Well, Ursa will, or no, Jackie, I'm sorry. I'm tired.
You're tired.
Yeah, I know. Shush, Devin. Jackie is going to follow Ursa because where there is a tavern, there's probably an Aisling.
How dare you?
I mean, it's a fair assumption.
It's an
So
accurate.
the two of you head off towards the tavern. Aisling, you leave the tavern and head towards where the fighting was, because that's the last time we saw your acquaintances. Honey Badger, you walk up to the jaded fire, the apothecary, and you see Danvers half asleep behind the counter.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
What?
She's nowhere near
I'm
you.
not giving you ideas.
Okay. Wake up, old man!
What? Hold on. So you come in, you shout. He is surprised and like looks around and loses his footing. The chair actually does fall back.
Oh no.
This poor man.
You hear him like, then he pulls himself back up on the counter. Oh, it's
all
you.
right.
Yes, you startled me.
I need to know quickly everything you know about things that are afoot.
That are afoot. Okay, well, above the foot you have the ankle.
The strange goings on of the Brimcham.
Oh, you're using. Okay, I see what you ask now. What do you need to know? What do you?
I need to know any kind of dirt that is being talked about by the people of the town.
Oh, dirt. Okay, yes. Well, the Brimcham is again death and decay. Most ground is infertile. It's
yes.
kind of not much nutrients. It's kind of dark. It's just more like a dead forest than anything else. It's not very good dirt at all.
You speak of dirt and feet, and I want information.
Why didn't you just say information then? You could have just asked for information.
I want information.
Information on what?
I do not know if trust is something I should give to the leadership of this community.
Oh, what's...
And I want to know about creatures.
Okay, what's creatures? What questions do you have with the authority?
Do you know anything?
I know lots of things. I don't know much about the arcane, the alchemical, the Dimhaven. There's all kinds of things that I know.
The Dimhaven, start there, old man.
Okay. And he starts literally rhyming off everything I've told you about the Dimhaven up to this point. Just mundane stuff like, oh, it's this mysterious thing. It's spreading. There's lots of creatures. This goes on for probably like 4 or 5 minutes, unless you want to stop him at some point.
Do you have any information that I do not already know?
I do not. I don't know. I mean, how would I know what information you know? I don't know.
Use your magic, old man. Know what I know and tell me what I need.
I don't know what you need. However, you never did answer my question of how did you become so intelligent for someone.
Did. I told you of the witch and the orb.
Actually, you did not. What orb? Orb? What orb?
Good day. And I turn around. And
you said something about an orb, and then the door closes.
Oh my goodness.
That was getting me nowhere.
Wow.
So I will go back to the tavern now.
You guys pretty much
tail between my legs.
You make it up towards the tavern basically as the three of them meet up as well, just outside of the tavern.
Hello, friends. I have learned nothing.
A for effort, honey.
I'm sorry, honey.
Yes.
You tried.
I did try.
Oh my god, that voice.
Sounds so sad.
What is the plan, folks? You can do anything you want, but at this point, it's kind of you're at a crossroads of 2 major paths you could take, or do something else completely.
I want to get shit-faced drunk.
Okay.
I guess Ursa's gonna let Aisling know about what they've heard about the man who wants transport, and then ask her what all her opinions are on that. Whether they should stay and help guard the city, or whether she thinks it's better to escort this person and get aid for the town.
I feel like we need to move on. I think we need to escort this person. I think we've done as much as we possibly can for them. And I personally don't feel like dying for this town.
And I mean, the cute thief with all the pockets told us to go to Stonebrook, so I think that sounds like a plan.
Oh yeah, what was that? Mr. Hot Pockets?
Yeah.
Mr. Hot Pocket.
Mr. Pocket?
I get it.
He was hot, right?
Yeah.
Spicy. Covered in sriracha.
Oh, God.
Lots of pockets. Well, I think Ursa thinks that's the best idea as well, to continue on.
Okay. So you guys all decide this. You're going to escort the soldier. You never really did ask his name. What you're going to
we will look for the pregnant woman. The woman with 2 heartbeats.
Basically, you guys.
The doctor?
A doctor?
Sorry. Doctor Who
honey,
reference.
Oh.
You have time. You have time to go in and get a couple of drinks if you'd like. Basically, for the next, say, maybe a couple of hours or so, you guys have time to kill to do whatever it is you please. You guys can just let me know what it is. But then the soldier comes up and he's near the entrance to, or sorry, the exit of town up here by the gate. That's where you meet him. And he looks at you guys and says, I appreciate your assistance in this. Not traveling the road alone was going to be much more of a delight than a worry. So thank you. And he says, shall we go?
Let's carry on.
Let's do this thing.
Let's go.
Are you trash now, honey?
Are you actually? All right. So the 6 of you, well, I guess 6 and a half, counting the baby.
The baby.
You guys,
the baby.
I count 12.
so the 6 and a half of you take your leave of Brimcham and head onto the highway, following the main road, heading towards Stonebrook. And we'll find out what happens to you on the road.
Oh no, I forgot to say goodbye to Crement.
Oh, tough shit.
No.
Luckily, as I said, you guys had like a couple of hours to kill. You could have done that.
I'm gonna say goodbye.
So you just say goodbye, or did you anything else you want to
She'll
say?
say more. She'll say more.
I doubt it.
No? Stonebrook is about 2.5, maybe 3 days travel, and yeah, we'll see what happens next week.
Okay.
Yay!
That's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Next week, Crement will choke on his ideals before we get back.
No.